Dear partner, it always happens when childcare councils at 1:45 and I have to be somewhere on time and looking good and I'm not and I don't. And on the way home from the job interview, one of them gets a nosebleed while the other one sucks on the germ-encrusted handrails of the eastbound underground and our connecting bus is late because of some fucking accident and I have to walk across the bridge in rush hour with one baby on my back and the other one in some 15.95 bloody pushchair with a wheel that goes zhip-flap, zhip-flap, zhip-flap. 25 kilos of wet nappies on my back while the 2.5-year-old one whines, Mum, me. So we're at home and it's dinner, where he picks out every shred of grated courgette and flicks it on the fridge. And I remember he's probably not hungry because he had a tube of toothpaste earlier in the day and the phone rings and I didn't get the job. So it's bath time, while they wait for the water to run out before they get soaked up. And I'm naked now because I cannot get changed for a fourth time, only to have my clothes soaked in bath water, food, spit, snot, vomit, urine, feces. And they find a 4-day-old cup of wildberry yoghurt and dump it in my lap. Jeremiah, Georgia, Mommy is angry. Not with you. Go outside! Every day I start out as Mary Poppins and end up Cruella de Vil. Love, Robin. I hear my husband's voice echoing from the icy chambers of the fridge. Where the hell's the mayonnaise? I elbow past him and show him the jar. A gigantic jar of mayonnaise is glowing brightly in the fridge. You couldn't see it because it was behind the milk. He goes to the jar and points at the lid. Oh yeah, well look at this. You never screw the lids on tight. I can't tell you how many times you've done this and I've been left with a giant mess on the floor. He's right. That's because I never simply make a meal. I'm usually arranging carpools or packing sports bags or refereeing arguments while I cook. He then goes on to tell me that he's polled his buddies and made the anthropological discovery that most women don't bother tightening lids. Every guy I know has to cope with this. I tell him, I'm glad you found a fault in me that you can complain about with your mates because I certainly enjoy many hours complaining about you to mine. But this doesn't dampen his moment of superiority. Oh no, he's on a roll. He brings our daughter into the conversation and points out all the attributes she could, with a little effort, inherit from your dad, Pumpkin. You'll have the skills and prowess needed to pick a winning fantasy football team, be able to detect the difference between an ale and a pilsner blindfolded, and most importantly, you will securely fasten every jar's lid. And my daughter looks up at him and says, Dad, I'd rather be able to find the jar.